A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day number 3 of the PlayStation Schools Cup. Coming to you live from Pride Park, home of Derby County FC, and today hosts the Under-12 Open Schools Cup final between Riddlesdown Collegiate and Thomas Telford School. The conditions in the East Midlands remain as they have done for the opening 2 days of this competition. The rain still teeming down on Derby, and the mist gathering in the hills of the Peak District as well. The two teams are readying themselves in the tunnel, and we're not too far from seeing today's first fixture.
All right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1. There it is. Nice work, nice work.
Right, we're going to go and retreat to the safety of the commentary box with myself, Matt Harris, and my colleague,
Matt Walker. Very good morning.
Get out of that rain. That is besieging Pride Park.
So a few moments away from kick-off here. Stephen Jameson here with you today. Alongside me is John Scales. John, we've seen 2 fantastic days of football so far at this PlayStation Schools Cup. We've actually already seen Thomas Telford, this team in action. What are we expecting from this game, knowing how good they were on the opening day?
Well, they're always good. I mean, the multi-English schools, FA winning sides, Des Little, the coach, and all the support staff at Thomas Telford have got an incredible track record. They always come here and perform well. They did on Monday. They will do again today, I'm sure. But that means that we're in for a really high-quality game of football, and I'm sure Riddlesdown Collegiate will equally play well here. What a fantastic occasion to be playing at Pride Park for them.
Yeah, it certainly is. Let's take a look at the lineups for Riddlesdown. Hugo Fisher is number 13. George Vincent is the captain, number 5. Harry Patterson wears 3. Charlie Mark is 4. David Ozo is 6. Ewan Warboys wears 7. Number 8 is Joshua Burr. Aaron Sassu is 9. And wearing 10 is George Newman. They're coached by Paul Langan.
Number 5, George Vinnie Vincent. Your number 3, Harry Patterson. Number 6, Charlie Mark. Number 7, David Ozo.
Let's take a look at that Thomas Telford School team. Reece Thompson is in goal. Kane Taylor wears number 2. 3 is Tom Dixon. 4, Declan Hutchings. 5 is Ethan McLeod. He scored a wonderful goal on Monday. Keep an eye on his right foot. Narrow Phillips is the captain, wearing number 6. 7 is Finley Brennan. 8 is Henry Watkins. And 9 is Nath Fraser. They're coached by David Howells.
Number 4, Aaron Joseph. 12,
Let's look at the substitutes for both. Riddlesdown can call on Alfie Shears, Aaron Joseph, Trey Stewart and Kenzie Hall, whereas Thomas Telford have Andrew Hall, Aaron Humphreys, Nathan Kabai and Riley Williams in reserve.
Photo down here on this left-hand side. It is Thomas Telford in there.
Well, you mentioned what we can expect. I mean, what we can also expect, as well as Ethan McLeod, that we saw that great goal, is also Nath Fraser up front. He was putting himself about at all stages of the game, in all areas of the pitch, chasing down goalkeepers, chasing down in the corners, making things happen. And got his rewards for his efforts. So certainly from that perspective, Thomas Telford will be very confident about coming back here and lifting this trophy. And I'm sure in the green, Riddlesdown Collegiate, with all their support here, certainly be looking to get the result their side as well.
Let's take a look at our match officials there in the centre circle. Callum Harris refereeing this one. Dan Andrews and Josh Lindsay will be running the line. Nick Parr is the 4th official. It'll be Thomas Telford to kick us off.
This game will be officiated by Callum Harris, your referee, Dan Andrews and John.
They'll be playing from right to left as we look at it in this first half.
The referee signals for this game to get underway with Thomas Telford in possession.
Thomas Telford quickly into their passing rhythm. That's Narrow Phillips, the captain.
The first game of the day here at the PS Schools Cup.
And as you can see from it, under-12 side. Reminder, we're playing 9-a-side in the under-12s here. Obviously our first slip of the game, probably won't be our last as well. Conditions greasy out on the surface at Pride Park today. It's tidy from Thomas Telford. They've not let slip a possession yet, and they've quickly got it back once they do lose it. Phillips.
Well, I was going to say, what a confident start from Thomas Telford. You know, small-sided game, nothing better than coming out here and just having a touch of the ball all around the pitch, keeping possession, just making the opposition chase the ball, and here we go. They get the ball back. Riddlesdown.
That's the worst place to give it away as Ethan McLeod comes forward. It's a nice little ball. That's the right for Finley Brennan. Cross comes in. This is a dangerous Nate Fraser. Couldn't quite get the power on the shot. But we learned on the first day, you cannot give him space.
Oh, I'm laughing because I think well, he did something and I said, oh, he looks like a little Diego Costa, putting himself about, harrying the defenders, getting in on the keeper.
And that's well defended by Phillips.
Yeah.
That's what the PlayStation Schools Cup all about, John. Plenty of support in the crowd from their schoolmates as well, making a lot of noise down below us.
It's brilliant. Honestly, it's been incredible. And we've had mascots, incredible support, schools coming in and then bus back out again, and the next lot coming in, game after game here. Fantastic 3 days.
Phillips clears.
Yeah, just before it was David Ozo, number 7 for Riddlesdown, just trying to get down that right-hand side in the channel. Playing up front here, he gets the ball into his feet again. Turns.
Phillips tried to squeeze in a cross or a shot. It will be the game's first corner to Riddlesdown. It was nicely worked by David Ozo. I'm sure he's got a bit of a fleet foot. Corner swung in. Might fall there for Ozo. Very nearly did. And now Fraser can help it away, but that's a poor ball. And Thomas Telford would rather get away with that. Pressure on the goalkeeper by Ozo. And Riddlesdown, despite having far less possession in his opening moments here, after about 3 minutes, whenever they do get the ball, they're direct, causing a threat to the Thomas Telford defence.
Yeah, again, what I like here is Ozo goes and chases him down. And that would be my one thing I would say to every player who's playing here in this, on this surface, in this rain, do the same.
Otherwise by McLeod. Fully cleared by Hutchings. Well won by Riddlesdown.
Well, it's a good little spell for Riddlesdown, just after that sort of early scare.
Patterson forward, couldn't beat McLeod. Just ran into traffic, McLeod. It's tidy from Thomas Telford.
He is not afraid to take on the towering presence of McLeod in midfield.
McLeod again, comfortable in possession. Very tall for someone who's an under 12. Commands that midfield pretty well, almost due to his sheer size, but he's got a lovely fleet of foot as well, as we see there again.
Yeah, he never went down to ground the other day. He's always got that nice poise and balance for somebody so tall. Very sort of fleet of foot, but lovely balance about the way that he runs.
Just glides past players, doesn't he? Here he is again. Two-touch football from Thomas Telford.
It's Telford now, making use of this space down here.
Kane Taylor. Maybe a Thomas Telford throw. Well defended by Charlie Mark. Taylor again. Fraser, that's clever. Can you find the room for the shot? Not quite. He's well charged down by Riddlesdown, who just shut that space in front of him. Again, players losing their footing. Ozo's done really well to recover and drive forward. It's a good-looking ball as well. This is Mark. It's tidy. Sasu finds a space, swings in the cross, and Thomas Telford can get it away now. Ethan McLeod bursts past one, couldn't quite get past the last defender.
Well, if he'd got a toe to that, he'd have been through and in on goal, wouldn't he? But just before, we saw Ozo on the ball there, doing very, very well, getting away from McLeod in midfield area. Aaron Sasu trying to just do a nice little trick and get away.
Watkins
Really
finds
exciting
Fraser.
stuff.
Watkins trying to escape, and here's the first chance of the game for Nate Fraser. Good save. Very difficult to keep him quiet, but it's a really good stop. The first time he's been called into action, Hugo Fisher. And here comes Riddlesdown with Sasu. Shot blocked, corner. Defence into attack in an instant. 1-0 could easily have been the other way as well. Here's the chance for Fraser.
Yeah. Well, Nate Fraser there makes things happen, opens his body up. Keeper does well to stand big. Difficult in these small goals, feed those areas, and here's down the other end, Sasu being fed by Ozo. Really is end-to-end stuff. Just over 6 minutes gone.
Newman's corner. Header away by McLeod. Newman helps it back into the danger area. Sasu looked to get the flick on. Fraser turning.
Captain Phillips with a good header out of defence.
He goes down, eventually get it away.
Yeah, I think with the pace that Sasu's got and Ozo, they look for those two to really sort of dominate proceedings. There was a moment when I thought they had the ball and the Riddlesdown were a little bit slow to come up and support, and there wasn't an option on Ozo other than to sort of run it himself, but it's the way they're set up. They know the threat posed by Telford. It's a case of just getting the balance right on that.
And the referee, Calamaris, just got to stop this one. Let's play it down. We take a look back at both teams' route to the final. Both of them scored plenty of goals. Thomas Telford 9-1, 6-1, 4-0, a 3-2 win over SFX in the quarters, and then a 6-0 semi-final win against St Mary's College. This is a side who knows where the net is. Locked into the area by Thomas Telford. That's calmly dealt with by the Riddlesdown defence.
Yeah, Henry Watkins just looking to get in at the far post beyond Nate Fraser.
Bounce kindly for Sasu. Thought about the volley. Eventually plays it through. That's good vision. Just a touch over hit. We'll keep it in. And the War Boys a little bit unlucky not to get a little bit more from that. Just wouldn't quite sit down right for Sasu. McLeod slips. Taylor was into cover. And here comes Thomas Telford. Couldn't quite keep that in. Good Finley Brennan.
Well, I think the first goal, I mean, it's always important, but I think never more so critical in this game here that we're watching. First game at Pride Park. The first goal you just feel is going to be really pivotal in the outcome of this game.
You've seen already both sets of players struggling a little bit with the conditions here. It is very wet. Some players losing their footing. Just misjudging passes as well. Challenging conditions these. Brennan, lovely touch. Fraser. Taylor. It's a loose one, and Sasu can look to find Ozo. That's a good ball. Harold Phillips on the run. Ozo looking to get the shot away. It's nicely done. He just runs out of room. It's good defending that by Harold Phillips. Didn't really allow him the space he wanted.
Yeah, again, it was that link-up play between the two, Sasu and Ozo. Really got a good understanding between them. Sasu just playing in the sort of number 10 role just off Ozo.
It's War Boys towards Ozo. Tried to let it run through his legs past Phillips, who wasn't having any of that. War Boys was clever.
Chikorito just shakes off two men and is trying to find Sasu to play through his man.
It's clever. Sasu wants it on his right foot. Struck the shot. It was well blocked. Now Thomas Telford can get it away. That's a good ball for Brennan. He can beat his man here. There's space to run into. Defender comes across. Good covering. Excellent defending from George Vincent, the skipper.
Excellent defending. Read the situation very, very well. Was already moving. Covering as Brennan got the ball out of his feet.
Taylor's throw. Sassu, that's a good looking ball over to Warboys. Can he keep it in? He can. Many hosts and commentators here calling him Chicharito. He's very, very diminutive over on the far side, even for an under 12. Got good feet on the ball though. This is Ozo. Trying to find the space. He's got the room for a cross here, and good defending in the end from Thomas Telford to force it out for a corner. It's Riddlesdown's fourth. They've had the territorial advantage in this first half so far.
Yeah, they have, and it was funny, wasn't it, that opening 2 minutes when Thomas Telford came out and just kept the ball. It was keep ball, move it, pass it. Really thought, gosh, they've settled down very, very well and going to dominate possession, but no, it hasn't been that way.
Corner swung in. Dangerous one as well. Ozo is nearly on the end of it.
Yeah, Ozo trying to get on the end of it. Defender just leaning into him. Very good. You know, if you're not going to go and win the header, then certainly lean in and put off the play you're marking. And that's excellent defending. It was Tom Dixon, was it?
That's a slip in the Thomas Telford defence. That's a great recovering tackle by Tom Dixon. A couple of brilliant moments of defending. Here he is, just easing Ozo out of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Taylor's throw. Here is Dixon. Down the line it goes. All boys sliding in. That's a good little ball. Fraser. Trying to force it down the line here. And Thomas Telford. Defending to deny Watkins. Here's Sassu. Him and McLeod's been a good battle so far.
Yeah.
Kick goes long. Head from Dixon's a good one. So too is that. Just couldn't quite latch onto it. It's Finley Brown.
Very good ball. There's a little Ewan Warboys over on that far right-hand side. He's had a lovely couple of touches.
Here they go again, Riddlesdown. This is Charlie Mark. Sassu pokes it through. Maybe a chance to strike the shot here. Mark always offside. It's a shame as well, 'cause it was lovely feet from Charlie Mark.
Yeah, it was as if he was coming back from an offside position, so that when the ball was played, it was as if he was onside, and it's always a tricky one. You want to get back onside as quickly as possible.
McLeod. So composed on the ball, doesn't mind when players are sliding in at him. That's a good ball. This is a little bit more like it from Thomas Telford, what we're used to seeing so far in this competition. McLeod teed up, as he no, just ran away from him. Would have loved to have struck the shot there. Just runs that out.
Yeah, finely balanced game. No, I was just going to say about, you know, when you see small players playing, you almost feel they've got to do more because they're going to get, in a way, overlooked. So much in the English game is about sort of pace and power, and I've seen youngsters and little young small players.
Fraser's trying to jink his way through there. Somehow got through, two of them.
You know, I've seen small diminutive figures being released from clubs and not given the opportunity that I really do think they deserve. It's one of my big frustrations, watching too many players not given that opportunity because of their size.
Fraser. Taylor swings in the cross. It's a decent ball as well. Warboys gets it away. Sassu looks to find Ozo. It's a good bit of defending by Phillips. It's going to be far side from Watkins. Cross well blocked.
Great defensive work there from Burr. There was a dangerous looking cross coming in. Such organisation at the back from Riddlesdown.
Been taken towards Fraser. It's well dealt with by Riddlesdown. Here's Ozo. Has the run on Phillips. Checks back.
He's doing it, he's looking for support, there's nobody there, he's going alone.
Still going all the way. Well, unfortunately for him, run out for a goal kick, but he's giving Phillips some real trouble, isn't he?
Goal kick.
There he is. But Narrell Phillips, you know, sticking to his task. And the beauty, I suppose, in one way, and what they've got to remember is that Ozo is pretty much on his own. That means the defenders can afford to bring another one over and cover, so to go 2-on-2 on him. And that allows the player marking him to be able to make the challenge. Just got to watch the runners from midfield, and of course specifically Sasu.
Throw into Riddlesdown, taking into the area. Handed away by Phillips. Deal with those all day. Fraser might just turn past his man here. And he does. And he's clean through. Nate Fraser, this is the chance he's been waiting for. Side netting. Everyone down here below has thought it was a goal, but only the side netting from Nate Fraser.
Well, it's no surprise that he comes out with the ball here, then runs away, gets away, bearing down on goal. I thought he was going to maybe get the ball and get the touch across the defender. I think he sort of missed that opportunity, and he realised he had to keep it on his left-hand side. A little bit frustrating for him. Here, the ball, the touch should have gone across the defender. And then he's always sort of off balance, always struggling to get his foot around the ball, and
Got to give
paid
a
the
bit of
price
credit
for
there to
it.
George Vincent as well. He did fantastically well to recover and get right back on his heels.
Yep. You know, after that initial stumble in the centre circle area, to get back and put off the striker. Excellent defending.
There's a couple of glimpses we've seen of Nate Fraser. One in the side netting, one forcing a good save. Riddlesdown can't afford to keep allowing him to have chances. This is McLeod, strikes a shot left-footed. It's a good hit as well. And Hugo Fisher was down sharply there to his right to save it. Good ball out to this right-hand side. Fraser. Sharp footwork again from Fraser. Now bursting through is Thomas Telford, and well defended from the run of Hutchings by Riddlesdown. McLeod wins the header.
Again, Brennan, relatively unmarked with space there on the right.
Well, we're past the halfway point in this first period. 2 30-minute halves in this final. Played 18 minutes, we're still goalless. Plenty of entertainment though, as Warboys looks to get himself on his way again.
He's kept it in one more time, and he's just trying to get past his man, Dixon.
Swings in the cross, it's well dealt with by Thomas Telford, and then Dixon snaps into a tackle.
Yeah, you can just see Charlie Mark on the left-hand side just now pushing in the box. Here he is. That's where I want him, on the edge of the back post. You know, he's talked about, you know, when to push in and when to drop back. Just on that first phase, just sitting out, and then he went in. Nearly got the opportunity.
Throw-in taken by Riddlesdown. Towards Ozo, he's looking to turn past Phillips, gets the shot away, good save. Following up his Warboys, and Dixon was across. First time Reece Thompson's really been called into action, and he answered that call in fine style.
Yeah, great turn from Ozo. Again, just using the player to turn back in. Here he is on the ball again.
Ozo gets the byline, swings in the cross, Narrell Phillips with the block. It's another Riddlesdown corner. And credit again there, the defender Tom Dixon, to get back and block the rebound for Ewan Warboys. Here it is again, alert to the danger.
Excellent defending, stays on his feet, doesn't dive in. Tom Dixon.
Corner taken short. It's clever from Ozo. Draws across the face, and there's the goal! And it's the skipper. George Vincent strikes first in the Under-12 Open Schools Cup final. Riddlesdown's pressure tells, And Thomas Telford will have to do it from behind.
Well, Kane Taylor just fronting up. Can't stop the ball being pulled back into the goal mouth. Little short corner. They don't react quick enough, Cardinal Heenan. It's 2v1. Kane Taylor can't stop the cross there, as I said. And look at him on hand to really neatly dispatch that into the goal. Lovely finish, good reaction, and what a celebration. And no wonder.
That goal means an awful lot to the young lads from Riddlesdown Collegiate. After 20 minutes, they lead the final here against Thomas Telford. And here they come. Tails are up. There's good bit of defending from Dixon. Phillips finds McLeod.
Well, very significant opener. I said I thought it was going to be crucial who got the first goal. It's really got Riddlesdown as a team up for it. I think they were, I've got to say, I think they might have been slightly intimidated by the record that Thomas Telford have in these competitions. They often come and do very, very well. The imposing figure of Ethan McLeod, they might have heard of his performance on Monday and others, so huge credit to them.
Here comes Thomas Telford though. Trying to get the shot away. It might just fall here for Fraser, it doesn't quite. Well defended by Riddlesdown to get that clear. Here comes Taylor. Forward it goes. Brennan. McLeod. Hutchings. Taylor goes forward. Brennan trying to roll his man. It's a foul being given. Free kick.
Well, I'm pretty sure this won't stay at this scoreline. Just the one goal in this game. I'm sure there are more goals to be had, and I'm absolutely convinced Thomas Telford are going to be doing everything they can to get this equaliser.
Brennan's corner deflected by the first man. It might break here for War Boys. McLeod covered the space very quickly, and there goes Ozo again. Pace to burn. War Boys up with him. Needs a little bit more support. You feel here, Ozo. McLeod puts a stop to that, but his clearance is blocked. Falls to War Boys, who just slipped at the vital moment. And now away comes Thomas Telford with Finley Brennan. Fraser in support. It's good defending again from Riddlesdown as Thomas Telford prepped the game's first change. Andrew Hall will be making his entrance to replace Henry Watkins. Rolling substitutes in this game, so it might not be the last we've seen of Henry Watkins. McLeod eating at the yards in front of him. Here's the first touch for the substitute Hall. Tried to get the cross in first time. He'll win a throw.
Thomas Telford throw on the far side.
Fraser looking to roll past his centre-back. Ball's cross, blocked, and that'll be Thomas Telford's first corner of the game.
Hoping that they could retain this lead to give themselves the school's treble here, having won the Surrey Cup already, having topped the Croydon League. They're in the final for the Croydon Cup. If they can add this to their tally, that is a really good year for the boys from Riddlesdown.
Hutchings with the corner. Towards Ethan McLeod, who had a free header if he could have connected.
Yeah, that's why he's holding his head in his hands. He knows it's a glorious opportunity. Lovely ball whipped in. Perfect delivery. He was under a challenge, but thought he would have got his head to it at least.
Decent opportunity there. Ethan McLeod somehow breaks through. Good stop by Patterson. Here's how close he came.
Well, there it is again. Yeah, Aaron Sassu just alongside him. Not really touch tight.
No, Phillips certainly was touch tight there on Ozo. Ball around the corner, that's clever. Fraser back to him. Back to Fraser. To find the space, but they've defended him very, very well. McLeod only needs half a yard to unleash a shot. Finds it on his left now. Does take the shot, just slipped as he struck it.
Well, I think Thomas Telford had just been rocked back by this start from Riddlesdown.
Some throw that by Hugo Fisher.
Yeah.
Finds its way through to Ozo. His options right and left, takes a shot on. And Reece Thompson was solid in the goal. Kane Taylor through to Brennan, that's a good ball.
Yeah, I like this little player. Finley Brennan out here on the right-hand side. He's always got that lovely little touch that he rolls to be facing up to the defenders. It's so important that you open your body up in those situations so you've got a good vision of everything. Fraser. Good effort.
It was a good strike from Nath Fraser. I think Hugo Fisher was pretty comfortable that was going over the bar, but again, another reminder for this Riddlesdown defence of what he can do.
Yeah, just looking for half a yard. Gets away from Vincent. Charlie Mark.
Those sets of coaches there in their areas, cheering up their team, giving them some advice.
So 3.5 minutes to go until half-time. It's Riddlesdown who have the lead, courtesy of George Vincent's 19th minute goal. Thomas Telford have recovered pretty well. They're on the attack again here with Hall across towards Brennan, and Riddlesdown deal with the defending once again. Taylor forward. Brennan tried to Cruyff turn it first time. Difficult skill, didn't quite pull it off. That's a good ball into the space for Ozo. Good challenge by Phillips.
Yeah. Great challenge by Phillips. And how important was that? He's been tested here. He's pretty much standing up to the challenge. But his team are a goal down.
Newman. Loose touch, and Thomas Telford looking to break, but Newman was there to hoover up. Lighted forward, it might break here. There's Ozo, fantastic tackle. What a wonderful challenge that is by Kane Taylor, potentially a goal saver.
Well, it is a goal saver, I think. Absolutely brilliant from Kane Taylor. Came across. Initially, it was a slip there. I think it was Tom Dixon just put the ball back into the middle, and look at this for a challenge and a block. Great defending. I think they would have found themselves 2 goals down if he hadn't.
Newman's corner. Put away by McLeod. Taylor completes the clearance. Back into the danger zone. Won by Phillips this time. Again, hooked forward. Sassy will keep that in, will he? No. But Riddlesdown have had an excellent run to the final themselves. They've actually only conceded 3 goals in 6 rounds of Riddlesdown. This is a defence that is not used to conceding against an attack which is very used to scoring. It's a fascinating matchup, this one. Throw into Riddlesdown. Header away is a good one. Sassu looking to get on the end of it. Sassu again. Here's the skipper, Vincent. All read by Dixon, and now Hall can look to get away. Hutchings.
He won't want to see too many of those balls heading his way this afternoon. Now then, Riddlesdown. Telford, McLeod now.
Wonderful from McLeod. Takes a shot on. We've seen him score from similar range already this week. Not to be this time around.
Yeah, he's got it in him to be able to score from that range, but lovely bit of skill there. Little chip back of the heel. Past the defender, gets it out of his feet, and needed to be sort of 5 yards closer, I think, to really have been confident of troubling the goalkeeper.
Hugo Fisher looks to play it out from the back. Both sides bring the depth.
Launch forward by Hugo Fisher. Hall couldn't quite get on the end of it. 1 minute of added time's been signalled by the 4th official. We've seen 1 goal, but it's been a fascinating encounter so far this opening half an hour. McLeod wins the header. And Fraser trying to get his body in the way, and he does brilliantly, Fraser. His touch is a little bit loose, but he piles into the challenge and gets through it. And looking to go all the way here, Fraser, he's still battling away. And still, well, your likeness on the first stage onto Diego Costa just gets truer by the minute for this lad.
Absolutely the same effort, same determination, and I love to see it. It's also great for the defenders to get the experience of playing against a player who plays in this style, really pushing them and testing them.
Yeah, they'll know they've been in a game when they leave this pitch at half-time, which they're just about to do. Riddlesdown Collegiate lead at the break in the Under-12 Open Schools final. George Vincent's 19th minute goal, the difference. Thomas Telford are well in this one. The ever-dangerous Nath Fraser has had a couple of moments, and they'll be looking to respond in the second half, which is coming up for you very shortly. We'll just take a look at the highlights in a moment of this fascinating encounter.
Well, as the players head down the tunnel from rapturous applause from both sets of fans.
Yeah, great first half of football. Very entertaining stuff. Riddlesdown will go in very satisfied, I think, with that opening period of the game. Let's look at the highlights. Well, it was a thorn in their side for the opening 10-15 minutes. Fantastic movement, short little corner. Lovely work down that left-hand side, and then there he is on hand. George Vincent to round off David Ozo's lovely little run and pull back from the byline. Gets the opener, they wheel away in delight. And look at the celebrations. They just know how important, how big that goal is. Lovely work from David Ozo. And there it is. Nipping in front, near post, tucks it away beautifully.
And that's how we look at it at half-time. Riddlesdown 1, Thomas Telford 0.
So 8 great goals.
Yeah,
I've got to choose now, have I?
No, don't worry. We've still got today
tough,
to come yet.
We've got, what else are we going to get today?
That's the question. I think it just speaks volumes for how good this competition's been, the standard of the goals we've seen.
Absolutely brilliant.
We'll have a look at the saves of the tournament a little bit later on. There's been some quality ones of those as well. But
I'm quite breathless after watching those goals. You just reminds you of the quality that's been on show here at Pride Park. What an experience.
We return back to the action here. It's been an excellent game so far between Riddlesdown and Thomas Telford. 1-0, Riddlesdown Collegiate lead heading into this second half. All to play for.
Well, it is all to play for, and Thomas Telford just straying offside there. Referee will pull it back. It's a substitute. Andrew Hall just caught over on that far side offside. But they've got to find their way back into this. Nath Fraser, there's going to be a lot of weight of expectation on his shoulders. Number 9 up front for Thomas Telford. Be a lot on the shoulders of Ethan McLeod. We saw one of his goals earlier on Monday. I think it was the first game.
Ozo. Good defending by Narrow Phillips.
Yeah, I just know this school, they'll have got them really G'd up, fired up at half-time. You know, you're a cup final. You want to win this. Lovely little ball through.
Brennan couldn't quite get the cross in, but again, Nath Fraser so dangerous on the break.
You know, they'll have been in this situation before, and I think David Howells, the coach of Thomas Telford, I'm sure Des Little, and who's brought many teams here before, so many finals, and that experience will already count for the team at half-time, where they just settle them down. So you've got to, I think, up the pace just a notch, and I think that's what Thomas Telford will do. It's Riddlesdown. Can they find another? Can they weather the storm?
Ball's corner, dropped by the goalkeeper, eventually hooked away. There's been a second half change, by the way, for Riddlesdown. Charlie Mark replaced by Alfie Shears. He's just backing up the play for Ozo here, but Ozo might not need him. He's squeezing inside to Sasu, but McLeod intercepts and then turns away, but his pass is intercepted.
Oh, it doesn't react either.
And here comes Ozo. Drives it across the face, and that's 2-0. Beautifully finished by Ewan Warboys. And it's Riddlesdown who strike first in the second half in the opening moments. 2-0 to Riddlesdown Collegiate.
Yeah, Ozo with great work down there. Right-hand side, pulls the ball across. But I have to say, they've gone to sleep. And that's... I mean, I could take it back and... I mean, I sound very harsh. Point some fingers at the Thomas Telford players for what happened there in the build-up. I don't really want to. I don't want to take anything away from you and War Boys, but I've got to say, Thomas Telford, wake up. A little bit of sloppy play. And now they've got a mountain to climb.
I was just about to say, yeah, they've got no option but to do that now if they're to get back into this final. The sense of urgency is needing to be found. 2-0 down, 27 minutes to play. Taylor's pass cut out.
Yeah, the ball was given away cheaply in midfield, and they punished them really hard, did Riddlesdown, very quickly. Often you see in games, there it is. Ethan McLeod gives the ball away, and then look, doesn't respond, doesn't react.
You can see actually
that's
Nate Fraser
unforgivable.
urging him to do so as well.
It's unforgivable. Really, you know, at this level, in the final, you give the ball away, and the first reaction is to get back, win the ball back, help your team out. And he's such a fine player. But hey, I'm sure that's going to give him the impetus and the G up to get his team back in this game. He's got the ability to do it. And he's going to be driving them on from this point forward.
Throw into Riddlesdown. If they get a third, then we might well feel this game could be all over. It's substitute being made for Thomas Telford. Nathan Cabai makes his way on. Using Alfie Brennan. Moved forward by Riddlesdown, headed away, and that's the first look at Cabai. He's got pace. This is War Boys, the goal scorer. In towards Sansu, looking to turn onto his left foot. Couldn't quite get the shot away. It'll break here for War Boys. Why not? Just over the bar.
Yeah, ambitious, but look at him. Running back, got a real spring in his step. What I loved about that was I talked early in the first half about players pushing on and getting into good positions, breaking into the box at the right time. A couple of times they didn't, I felt. Riddlesdown. A couple of times Thomas Telford didn't. It's all about managing the space on the pitch, when to push up, when to pull down, and War Boys with his goal got into that position at the far post brilliantly and timed his run to perfection. It was just a great pullback.
It's a good looking ball towards Ozo from Newman. Didn't quite come off, but Thomas Telford here just have to stay in this game. Riddlesdown really applying the pressure, trying to turn the screw.
Well, it's all about the reaction now of Thomas Telford, because they've certainly got it within them to get back in this game. Absolutely no doubt about that. The qualities they've got. It's now going to be a case of the body language of the players, the intent they show, and there he is trying to make up Ethan McLeod down the right-hand side. Pulls it back too close to the keeper.
And there was the intent, all right. Driving past half the team there, Ethan McLeod. Cross wasn't quite where he wanted it. Ozo battling with Phillips. Taylor away. War Boys just superbly to emerge with the ball there. Now you see it, now you don't. Here he is again. Crossed in, cleared. Hutchings should complete the clearance. In fact, it clears off. War Boys, it'll be a goal kick to Thomas Telford. No, we mentioned him in the first half, John. Very diminutive player, smallest player on the pitch by some distance, which is pretty impressive considering we are watching under 12s. But he's got a lot of character in the way he plays, never gives up.
Well, that's what I mean. You know, the lessons I think you learn when you're small, that you've got to, you know, as a generalisation, is that you've got to sort of do that little bit more. You've got to work that bit harder. You know, I think there's a classic example of that on the pitch. And I think he's trying to prove his point, and that's why I'm saying it's so frustrating when you see these smaller players, specifically in football, that aren't given the respect I think sometimes they deserve, that they've got a future in the game, and that the size and stature actually is an advantage for them in many ways.
So a substitution just made there by Thomas Telford. It's Henry Watkins who's come back onto the field to replace Kane Taylor. Ozo, this is Riddlesdown's substitute. Shears hit the referee in the back of the head. It took him a second to realise where the ball had gone there. That's good pace by
trouble.
Kabay. Fraser's at the back post if he can find him. It's good defending once again from Riddlesdown. Falls for Hutchings, who keeps it alive. McLeod trying to get his way to the byline. He does so. Squeezing the shot! And McLeod has done it. He has a turn for that earlier error. And Thomas Telford are back in this.
Well, that'll make him feel better. That'll certainly make Thomas Telford and the bench feel better. You're right, atone for that earlier mistake. The keeper will be bitterly disappointed with that at the near post, Hugo Fisher. But here it is. He just stayed forward, slightly more advanced. There it is, a couple of touches. And then on a really acute angle, pulls it back in and off. Yeah, the keeper just collecting the ball now. Got to get that one out of his system. But as I said, I expected Thomas Telford to react. They have. They're back in the game. Now the questions are being asked of Riddlesdown. How do they cope with that?
Only the 4th goal that Riddlesdown have conceded. All competition. Hugo Fisher has looked so solid in goal. Made a couple of fantastic saves in the first half. That'll be one he'll want to forget. Ozo. Back into the danger area. Narrow Phillips was in the way. It's just a case there, I think. John Fisher was just beaten by the sheer pace of the strike. It was struck really powerfully.
Yeah, he was. Good little toe in there. This all comes from this, doesn't it? The referee getting hit on the side of the face. I said he'd be in trouble if they went on. It did lead to the goal.
Flat away.
Yeah, put him down for an assist, the ref.
And that's not the best of clearances. They might fancy the shot here. Nath Fraser has options to his right. Didn't see him. Does keep hold of the ball. Kabay eventually gets it now, and Nath Fraser's available in the middle. Goes all the way through to the far post. And not quite taken, but Thomas Telford starting to look dangerous again.
Yeah, there was a moment, wasn't there, when Nathan Kabay could have just been slotted in by Nath Fraser.
There's Fraser again, through the legs. Wonderful play. Can he get the shot away? He can, but brilliant defending. Well, he really is up for this. I tell you what, we likened him to Diego Costa quite a few times. That was more like Luis Suarez. He barreled his way through the legs of the defenders.
Yeah. I love this reaction with the keeper. So we'll have to see that in a little while. There it is.
Fantastic.
Boy.
Here comes Riddlesdown. It's almost like a gladiator style. Are you not entertained, isn't it?
He's up for it, isn't he?
Here he comes again. Ethan McLeod. Good pace from McLeod. Bursts through. He's got Kabay and Fraser up with him.
Oh, yeah. Had Kabay over on that far side. If he could have whipped the ball in first time. The defenders weren't quite in position yet, and always running back facing a goal. There's that golden opportunity for that ball to be squared there. It's just too late. Allows the defender to get back in and rolls through for Hugo Fisher to retrieve the ball safely. There was just that moment, I thought, where it was Nath Fraser got it.
The play down for Riddlesdown at the moment, so we've got a small break in play. And this actually...
Can we not have that replay of Nath Fraser? Yes, is this it? Here we go. Now watch his reaction here with the keeper, barge him, then watch this. Come on.
He loves it, doesn't he? Loves the battle.
Love it. Committed. Competitive. Wants to win. Frustrated with himself. Frustrated they're trailing 2-1. The coaches have got to get him. That's the key for them. Maintain that passion, enthusiasm, temper. The fact that he's got to keep in control and just strike the right balance between what he brings to this side. And there you can see there's little vastly experienced professional footballer David Howells in there talking with the players. Would love to be down there listening. I think there was a lot of instruction for, was it Henry Watkins, the number 8? Saying to him in midfield just to get the ball moving, pass it quicker, good movement.
Well, it looks like...
And plenty of time.
the Riddlesdown player is going to be okay. And that probably will actually do Riddlesdown a little bit of good, just to get a bit of breathing space in the game. Because Thomas Telford were all over them for 5 minutes there after the goal. And just takes the sting out of the game a touch for Riddlesdown, which is probably just what they were after. Thomas Telford looking to get straight back on the front foot. Dixon. That's Kabai trying to turn Sasu away. Kabai was late, referee won't play on. Fraser, right Hall looking for Fraser again. Good defending by Burt. Fraser challenges him. Of course he does.
Yeah, Joshua Burr doing very well, getting clearance. You know, one thing you know in this game, if you didn't know at the start, is you're going to get closed down at every opportunity. Here he is. Looks like he's got a bit of time. Fraser straight onto him. Goodbye to...
Goes past Watkins, past Phillips, all the way through to the goalkeeper, Reece Thompson.
Goodbye, Fraser, the two of them up front, just linking in together. McLeod trying to go past, but loses possession.
There goes Ozo.
Ozo on the ball again. Nobody in the box, nobody there. It's almost like they're sitting back, Riddlesdown, isn't it? Anxious about whether to sort of stick or twist.
Yeah, the game
lovely ball.
Completely swung, and that's a wonderful ball to Fraser. Brings it down, it's good defending by Burt. Really well defended. Provides tackle as a foul, and says the referee. Fraser dances past a couple. Eventually it's Warboys who clears, and now Ozo can get on the run again. Now Phillips' clearance wasn't the best, and Ozo can have a run in him here. That's where he wants him. Ozo beats him for pace and fires in the shot on target. We saw that work for Ethan McLeod, but Reece Thompson was solid enough in the Thomas Telford goal.
Well, I'm amazed the referee didn't give a foul there. Goodbye on, I think it was Josh Burr coming out with the ball. Certainly a nudge in the back. And then they regained possession, Thomas Telford. Had they gone on and got something from it, I think there'd have been an argument or two.
Here comes Ozo again.
Here he is again. It really is. You can see Warboys up on that far side. He keeps on pushing in, knowing that Ozo is going to get a chance to pull it back maybe, but here goes McLeod again.
Here he goes, he's got two options in the middle. Great pace again from McLeod. Cross was blocked, it might fall for him once more. But Kabai and Fraser in support. Here is Kabai. Onto his right foot, just loses his footing. And Sasu can clear as far as Dixon. And towards McLeod once more. Tries to turn it around the corner to Fraser, loses out, and now Riddlesdown can look to break. Just Ozo up front for them, but he has the pace to trouble the defence by himself. Good play from Watkins to bring it out from left back. And here comes Andrew Hall. Hutchings. Now to Dixon. Plenty of men up for Thomas Telford. The impetus completely with them at the moment. Headed away, only as far as Hall, who stabs the shot forward. It's saved by the goalkeeper. I think it may have been going wide anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. Couldn't quite get the pace on that, Andrew Hall. Gets it away, straight to the feet. And then I think he probably wants to get it onto and out onto his left foot properly. And he can't, can he? He's got to awkwardly sort of try and get his foot around it. Can't get any pace and power. That initial touch maybe should have gone out to his left-hand side.
Corner will be taken by Henry Watkins. Head away at the near post by Vincent. Ball got caught underneath it. Had to recover well and burst straight onto him in a flash. Deployed at his back. And McLeod with too much shown there. The referee's liking it will be a free kick. Didn't like the decision.
No, he doesn't like the decision, but it's the right decision. I mean, the shoulder to shoulder, that was, yeah, too much. And the referee right hand, it's the arm that comes across. You know, you can be shoulder to shoulder, there can be that physical contact, but he actually was leading with his arm and pushing.
He just leaves him out of the way, doesn't he? Free kick goes in, headed away by McLeod. Kabai trying to get on the end of it, does so. And now Fraser and Kabai can look to combine here. Fraser through, and here goes Kabai. Can he get the shot away? Goes first time! Oh. Inches wide.
Much better from Fraser, and McLeod with a little lift over to start with into Fraser. And I was just hoping he was going to release Kabai early, and with the right weighted pass he did. How close is that past that far post of Hugo Fisher? Look at this. Releases the ball brilliantly, Fraser, into the path of Gabay. Decides to hit it first time. Unlucky.
Close. Very close. Coming on is Aaron Joseph. There you see him. He's been... Brought on. It's Charlie Mark who departs. Now Phillips has to clear under pressure from Mozo once again. It'll be Shears to take it. Sasu manages to chest it down. Feeds it back towards Newman, but that's loose, and McLeod can come forward. It's 3-on-3 here. Drops inside, still going. Just did too much. Really good chance that for Thomas Telford if McLeod just got his head up a little bit. Dixon with the throw.
Yeah, I needed to give and go.
He's been a real handful since coming on at half-time.
Oh, he has done very well, hasn't he?
Reece Thompson away. Back by Newman. Miscontrolled by Watkins, and a chance here for Rosa to have a run. Gets the shot away. What a save that is!
Oh, add that to the list of great saves this week. Oh, my word.
Well, Thomas Telford come away with the ball. And here comes Nath Fraser. Can they turn defence into attack? They certainly can. It's fed through towards Kabay. Is this the equaliser? Nathan Kabay! Wonderful Thomas Telford goal. From one end to the other, a stunning save followed by an unerring finish. It could have been 3-1, but instead it's 2-2.
Oh, my word. What drama here at Pride Park. From one end to the other. David Ozo with the chance. The brilliant save from Reece Thompson. Look at this. They're back level. You go and celebrate with Nath Fraser, because he was the one, again, who provided you with a great assist. They're back level, back in the game, completely on equal terms, and which way is this going to go?
Well, this really could go either way. Both teams been fantastic. The second half has belonged to Thomas Telford. The first belonged to Riddlesdown, who need to find a way to bounce back here. And every member of this Thomas Telford team has contributed to this comeback in no small part. Reece Thompson, that save from Ozo. We'll try and get a look at that in a bit if we can. As Dixon clears. Brought down by Burt. Newman dispossessed. Kabay looking to get beyond the challenge of Aaron Joseph. To throw into Thomas Telford. McLeod. Watkins. Fraser looking to turn. Might fall for Hall. Doesn't quite fall for Kabay. Riddlesdown can get it away. Anywhere will do for them at the moment. It's all Thomas Telford. Hall. Watkins in support. Looks to feed it back to Hall, and again Riddlesdown can clear. Now Phillips is under pressure by Ozo, but does it well. Hutchings, Kabay beats his man. He's fouled, but the play continues. Referee, I think, will bring that back for the free kick. He does.
Yeah, good refereeing.
And here's the save, John.
What a strike, low and hard across the keeper. Textbook, and look, it doesn't go out. This is the point. The ball doesn't roll out, and they go on. But what a save from Reece Thompson, right up there with the best that we've seen all week.
Free kick gets sent in. Goalkeeper punches, doesn't really get there. Nath Fraser battling away. Eventually the free kick goes the way of Riddlesdown.
Yeah, that's good, strong goalkeeping as well. But just going back to that save, it was the initial mistake, I suppose, from Henry Watkins, was allowed David Ozo in, took the touch past the defender, got the shot away, and brilliantly turned on to the post by Reece Thompson. And then to go down the other end of the pitch and get that equaliser. I'll talk about turning defence into attack.
Yeah.
Thomas Telford demonstrated that beautifully there. Lovely move.
Really, really good goal. From defence to attack, every player had to play their part in that one. Sent into the area, McLeod with a towering presence in there, and this will break to Fraser. And McLeod's joining him if he needs him. Goodbye is also in support. What a pass that is as well. Goodbye looking to check back onto his right foot. Superb defending by Vincent. I think I'm right in saying Nate Fraser's played a no-look pass there.
I was going to say, I hope they saw that, because that was just a lovely little moment, wasn't it? Just before that, where Fraser got the ball, jinked inside one player, looked out to the right, knew he was going to play to the left. Very clever, very good.
I mean, talk about confidence, a key point in the game as well, but most importantly, the execution was there.
Watch this, little look up, there you go. Oh, over there, right. I love it.
A hugely entertaining final. Watkins with the cross. He'll break through here at the near side to Kabite. Good turn. Options in the middle. One of them is Fraser. Tries to pick him out. Find it into his feet, and it bounced off Fraser more than anything else. Well, those two have combined really nicely in the second half. Good play again from Kabite. He's made such a difference.
And it's Hugo Fisher now assessing his options from this goal kick. A lot of communication from both
Goal
teams.
kick. There's Riddlesdown. McLeod again onto it. Drives through a couple. Tried to switch it through his feet to find Fraser. Here he is. Here is Nathan Fraser onto his right foot. Can he find the room for the shot? Vincent away. Watkins on the scene. Vincent there again. Riddlesdown clinging on a little bit here for dear life. Brilliant work from Kabite. Just will not give in. Vincent clears, but it's going to come back with McLeod. Thinks about the shot, takes it on. Good goalkeeping by Hugo Fisher. On a surface like this, that's not an easy save to make.
No, it's not. That's McLeod with his left foot. Remember at half-time we saw him strike one beautifully with his right foot in the opening game of this PlayStation Schools Cup Festival here at Pride Park. Whole series of English schools, FA finals, great prestige at stake. None more so than here in the opener of the third and final day of this wonderful week we're having.
McLeod finds Hall. That's a good ball. Fraser's made an option down the line. Hall uses him as decoy, stabs the shot forward. Good defending by Vincent just to close the angle and make that shot difficult. Kick long from Fisher is returned. And again, Riddlesdown just can't get a foot on the ball here. McLeod, what a ball that is. Nath Fraser brings it down superbly. Onto his right he goes. And again, Nath Fraser, can he finish it? Deflected. It was nearly a wonderful goal.
Oh, it was. George Vincent with the opening goal for Riddlesdown. Look, you think he's going to get beaten. Cuts back inside. And there he comes out to face him up. You know what, Nath Fraser's there, bearing down on goal, and all credit to Vincent getting back in and getting that important toe onto it and block.
He's had a really good game, actually, as George Vincent.
Really has.
Just a reminder of the conditions here at Derby County. Might be difficult to see from the main camera, but the rain is really teeming down here. And it's Joshua Burt, who is down injured, just got caught by Nath Fraser as he tried to tackle him heading into the area there. Looks like he's going to be okay to carry on. Physio's a braver man than me, wearing shorts and t-shirt on a day like this when he very much doesn't have to.
Is he mad? I'm up here in I don't know how many layers. And the gods here looking down on this pitch. The rain teeming down again as it has.
Corner will be taken by Watkins, comfortably gathered.
I love the fact we're in May, and are we putting the floodlights on soon? I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Ozo can't quite keep that in. I think this is certainly the worst we've seen in the 3 days. It's not stopped for the moment. I've arrived into this stadium. Mercifully, it stayed away on the walk in. So I appreciate that. Well, we're just over 10 minutes away. Sorry, just over 2 minutes away from full time here. This game has been superb to watch, and the comeback from Thomas Telford has been superb. It's all Thomas Telford in these final few moments. Riddlesdown are clinging on here, and they're looking to secure penalties. They've sent on Trey Stewart as a substitute. They're about to bring on Kenzie Hall as well. Everyone getting a run out for Riddlesdown, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, is there going to be a match winner in normal time?
Well, if it's going to come from Thomas Telford, you'd imagine this man will have something to do with it. Nath Fraser, so persistent, somehow keeps the ball. Dixon, McLeod, Hall with space, Jinks inside, thinks about it, still going. Not really dealt with by the substitute. Cabai looking to squeeze through. Hall now gets it on the other end, drives across. Nath Fraser was at the far stick if you'd have seen him. Cabai looking to burst through. It falls from McLeod, who just strikes one well blocked by the substitute Aaron Joseph. And Riddlesdown at this point, John, looks like they're more than happy to settle for penalties.
Yeah, it does. I doubt if they get a chance. I want to do it. Cabai there, trying to break through 2-3 players. And the challenge coming in, the block. McLeod's shot.
Cabai, Watkins again. Hall tried to turn it around the corner. Cabai was strong, but concedes the throw. And it is a horrible time to do it, but the man of the match needs to be selected, John. I've only got a minute left of normal time here. Don't envy your choice.
No, you're not helping at all, are you? That was like, right, you're on your own. There's a lot at stake here. There's a PlayStation 4 at stake. Do you understand the pressure that I'm under?
Oh, I really do, yeah.
You're still not helping, are you?
No.
No.
You're the expert here.
Oh, we've seen some great displays. This is my way of working through the process, as you can see, and I'm looking for a signal and any help. I mean, you and War Boys, I think, over on that wing for Riddlesdown has been great. Goes without saying. David Ozo has been fantastic. Aaron Sasu drifted out the game, I think, a little bit. Come off, come back on, and George Vincent, the opening goal, excellent at the back. And I think for Thomas Telford, you look at Ethan McLeod, I think he responded brilliantly, you know, when he gave the ball away really sloppily. He's been the driving force, got their first goal, helped in the second. Nathan Cabai has come on and made a real impact as sub. What am I doing? I'm over time, right. Okay, my man of the match. I think I've got to go with the Riddlesdown. I think I've got to go with the captain, George Vincent. Number 5 at the back. I think, you know, he got that opener. He's been superb at the back against a very, very informed Thomas Telford. He's stayed strong. Now, can there be a winner in the final seconds of this game?
And they can. Cabai has options. Vincent's there once again, and almost in answer to your call there, John, to back up your decision. There he is once more. What a defensive header that is. Watkins to Fraser. 1 minute of stoppage time remaining, or we're going to penalties. Dixon goes all the way through. Berg on a touch. Come for a throw-in in the end. It'll be a Riddlesdown throw. There we go, confirmation. George Vincent, the player of the match. You can see there, he's still trying to lead his players. Goes long down the line, flick on by Newman. Ozo should get there and does, and maybe Riddlesdown can win it. Ozo running at Phillips, this is where he wants to be. Ozo all the way, goes for goal, and saved by Reece Thompson. Not quite the finish he was after. But do Thomas Telford have one last attack in them? This is McLeod. Cabai and Fraser predictably ahead of him, looks towards Cabai, goalkeeper out will get there.
Yeah, and they're trying to make a substitution, aren't they? Want to bring on Riley Williams down on the sidelines there.
Not sure, time to do it. Hutchings.
Time's up, isn't it?
It's brilliant done by Burr, got a boot to the foot for his troubles. And the referee, Calamaris, blows full time, and it will be penalties. Riddlesdown, Collegiate and Thomas Telford School have given us a wonderful final here this morning. 2 goals down were Thomas Telford. They came back at the start of the second half through goals from McLeod and Kabai to equal the strikes by Vincent and Warboys.
Yeah, let's hope Joshua Burr is okay. He's still down, getting treatment on, I think, that right ankle. And this is the moment where you've got to get really focused. Forget what a great game that's been. Really entertaining stuff. Enjoyed that game as much as any we've had here this week. And now you've really got to get your focus, concentration. That's what he'll be saying to them. All right, listen. Pick your spot. Have the confidence. Be assertive. And trust your technique. Don't start looking up at the goalkeeper. Don't start messing about. No Panenkas and anything silly like that. Just get the ball and drill it. Left or right. Pick your spot.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with the conditions as well. You're going to have to be so sure of your footing on this surface. It's been a brilliant final. Penalties in many ways, an unfair way to settle what has been such an even contest. The first half, without doubt, belonged to Riddlesdown. The second belonged to Thomas Telford. A true game of 2 halves in every sense.
Just wondering if there's 1 or 2 faces there when I think the sort of the finger was pointed right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever the penalties, there you go. I think George Vincent taking control of the situation. You can see that. That's why he's captain. He's right in the middle there, talking with the coach, getting the players around him, focused. Really in the moment. Great pictures there, down on the pitch. Really good work to get up close, understand what they're going through. And look, there you go, Telford players making sure that their footwear is clear, clean. Very, very professional from the coaches to make sure, saying to them, look, clean out those studs. You want to have your good footing, just as you were saying before, on this slippy surface.
Yeah, we've seen it before in penalty shootouts. When players have lost their footing, it's a horrible way to miss.
Yeah, you don't want a John Terry in Moscow, do you?
No, you do not. Captain's been called over by the referee, Calamaris.
Yeah, the point here is, well, it's not the point here. I'm going to stop myself. How can I give penalty advice? I'm actually not going there. I took a brilliant penalty in training, by the way, but not in a game. So.
Never involved in a penalty shootout?
I'm involved in plenty, but involved from the centre circle watching on. Yeah, good place to watch it from. Well, it's not a good place to watch from. It's absolutely horrible. Look at them.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Thomas Telford who are going to take the first penalty. Nath Fraser, predictably in many ways, is going to be the first man up for Thomas Telford. He hasn't scored today. He was fantastic on the opening day. He's been brilliant again, John. You mentioned him in your roundup of who's played well. Yeah. Just so tenacious, isn't he?
I love his attitude, you know, I really do. And there will be people who say, you know, just sort of maybe steps out of the mark at times, but I don't think so. That'll always be pulled up by referees, that's their job. But I think the way that he is so combative, so passionate, you know, joy to see a play like that. Not quite sure what's happening down there at the moment, but looks like we're about ready to go. Some dispute between the coaches, I think, and the referees. Who's going first?
Yeah, there seems to be...
He's coming over to the side, isn't he? Just checking their players, maybe. Were they all on the pitch at the end of the game? I think that's maybe one thing.
So it looks like, after all that, we will get our penalty shootout underway. It will be Nath Fraser to strike this penalty. Fraser versus Fisher. 1-0. Fisher so nearly got there.
Well, he did nearly get there, didn't he? Very close. That's the beauty of hitting it hard and low on this surface. Oh, lucky boy.
You can see his reaction. He thinks he's missed that.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest penalty, was it? But it was low and hard, at least.
Well, how about this? The substitute who's only played a couple of minutes. Kenzie Hall for Riddlesdown. Scores.
Oh, great penalty. That's a great penalty. Really is. Love that. And you see his body, the weight's going forward and through. Technically brilliant.
Henry Watkins scores again and again. Fisher went the right way. I think he was close to this again, you know.
Yeah, he's got a nice left foot.
He got a hand to it.
Close again, isn't he, Hugo Fisher?
So here is the captain, the man of the match. Vincent scores.
Oh.
Never in doubt that, was it?
Well, that's what I like about him. He's such a confident player. You know, and I talked about there in preparation, you've got to be positive, assertive, confident. And he's the epitome of that. Fine little player.
Declan Hutchings for Thomas Telford. Saved!
Oh.
Eventually Hugo Fisher gets enough on it. He's guessed right twice, and it's third time lucky for Riddlesdown.
Yeah, it's a great save. Oh, and turns away in despair, Declan Hutchings. And here he is. Up steps David Ozo.
It is Ozo.
Oh, dear.
Well, how about that for a response from Reece Thompson? We're as you were. After 3, it's all square.
Dear, oh dear. It's a poor penalty. Great save. Here's Ethan McLeod stepping up.
The scorer of the goal that got Thomas Telford back into this final. Ethan McLeod buries it. So difficult to save, but credit again to Hugo Fisher. He's gone the right way for every single penalty. How close was he to this one? Oh, he was close, but the pace just beat him.
Yeah, no, was Aaron Sasu a bit reluctant when I saw his face. Come on, step up, full of confidence, get that longer run up.
Saved. Brilliant stop from Reece Thompson. Sasu, as you mentioned, didn't look the most confident stepping up for that one.
No.
And a terrific save.
No, he wasn't from the moment that I saw him in that huddle at the end of the game. One or two just weren't quite sure of the confidence, but neither are one or two of the Thomas Telford, and certainly the pressure's right on here.
This will do it. Tom Dixon for the trophy. Scores! And it's Thomas Telford who have come back from the brink to win the cup. 2-0 down to win on penalties. And Tom Dixon, the hero, after 2 fantastic penalty saves from Reece Thompson. And Thomas Telford School have done it again in the PlayStation Schools Cup.
Well, they have done it again, and worthy winners, 2-0 down to come back. After, I think, what they went through, I think shows great character in this side. Great character in the group of players. McLeod with the first, Goodbye, the sub with the second, got them through to 2-2 at full time. And then it was really a question of a lottery in the penalty shootout. Held his nerve, sent the keeper the wrong way. And there's Tom Dixon with the winner. Calmly turns around and, well, is then mobbed within seconds by his teammates, and lots of celebrations. Commiserations for a fine Riddlesdown side. Excellent, excellent team. Have to be honest, I'm super impressed with Riddlesdown Collegiate. David Ozo, wonderful player. War Boys over on that wing, out wide. Excellent goal and excellent positional play. Aaron Sasu, Hugo Fisher in goal. George Vincent, my man of the match. Excellent display. But it's all about these boys here now. There's the head teacher from Thomas Telford, I mean, he is an incredible man, has to be said. Des Little coming in, the coaches, David Howells, who's the head teacher in the flat cap there, behind in the background. Very proud of his school and what the job he's done. Phenomenal job he's done up there in the Midlands, just down the road. And there are the commiserations for the team and the despair, the tears. That picture says it all.
Yeah, heartbreak for Riddlesdown, but it's a moment that will live in their memory. But they've got to be able to turn that round into a positive. Reaching the final in its own right is a massive achievement, and they gave so much to the final. Here is the highlights, and there was the opening goal scored by the skipper and the eventual man of the match, George Vincent.
Yeah, it was a short corner. Thomas Telford, who started very brightly in the first opening minutes, went to sleep really. Only one out there. Very difficult for the fullback to defend the two. Oza goes past, cuts it back. There's the captain, Vincent, on hand. Excellent.
Really superb goal, and you saw what it meant to him to score it as well. And what sort of goes a little bit understated, it's a nice little finish as well with his left foot.
Yeah, it was a lovely finish, wonderful. And then, you know, was it against the run of play? We didn't see the ball being lost there. Here's the shot across from Ozo, and it was Warboys on hand to get his second. Lovely little release down the wing. Can't cut out the cross. Wraps his foot around the ball. 2-0 up. Great celebrations.
And at that point, Thomas Telford were right up against it. That was 2 minutes, that was 6 minutes, I should say, into the second half. Not a lot of time to pull it back, but pull it back they did. And it was this man who possibly was at fault for that, Thomas Telford, for that Riddlesdown goal, but he made amends with a superb run and strike. Hugo Fisher had such a good game, caught out of the near post. He'll be disappointed with that. But a great goal from Ethan McLeod.
Yeah, excellent finish. Hits it hard, low. And they were back in the game at that point. It was just a question of, could Riddlesdown hold out? Could they possibly nick a third? That man, Nate Fraser, lovely ball. There was a couple. That was the difference for me. Kabai coming on off the bench. Nate Fraser and Kabai linking up brilliantly time and time again. And I think it was only a matter of time before that was going to pay dividends. And Kabai gets in there, gets the equalizer. Crucial time in the game. Through the legs of Fisher. Superb link-up play between the two strikers. And then it was a case of the penalties.
Tom Dixon sending the goalkeeper Fisher the wrong way. The first time in the shootout that Fisher didn't go the right way. He nearly got to so many of those penalties. And Thomas Telford are the champions. We'll hand you over now to the presentations. And there is our man of the match. He looks pretty pleased with his day's work at least. Gets a PlayStation 4 for his troubles, if not the trophy. Superb performance from George Vincent. We'll have the interviews with the two coaches very shortly, but we'll hand you over now to the presentations. So joined now by the head coach of Riddlesdown, Paul Langan. Paul, the cruelest possible way to lose on penalties, but I'm guessing you're very, very proud of a very good performance.
Oh, extremely proud. Literally could not have asked for any more from the boys today. This year's been fantastic. What they've achieved to get here has been unbelievable. We've overcome some amazing schools on the way and couldn't have asked for any more. Not a nice way to lose. Credit to the school that won. It was a fantastic final. Both teams did really well, and our boys did me so proud, our school so proud, the parents so proud, and I wouldn't have asked them anything else from them today. They were fantastic. Should be really proud of their achievements.
I think that says it all. Congratulations on a wonderful season.
Thank you very much.
And joined now by the coach of Thomas Telford, David Howells. That was close.
Yeah, very close. You know, it's one of those games where, you know, you've got out on the right side of it, but it's a bit too close for comfort, really. Heart was pounding a little bit. But a great game of football. I thought Riddlesdown were fantastic. Created a few chances, put us under a lot of pressure. The 7 was brilliant. The keeper was outstanding for them. And to go 2-0 up, you're always up against it. But, you know, credit to the lads. You know, they kept believing, they kept working hard. You know, we tried to play our passing football. You know, we kept good possession, but we weren't really able to break them down. But then we kept trying, we kept plugging away. Made a few changes, got them a little bit more, and eventually it paid dividends. I mean,
yeah, what was the difference for you guys? Obviously, we were down 2-0 early on in the second half. That was some comeback to bring it back.
Yeah, it's just belief, really. You know, we try and play football the right way, and you know, sometimes it doesn't work. It was a little bit sort of safe, going sideways. We needed to penetrate a little bit more, but it's just belief in, you know, you're doing the right things. Have a little bit of patience, you know, and you know, believe in the fact that your ability, you know, and your work rate and desire will get you back into the game. And you know, fortunately today it did.
And a word for your goalkeeper as well today, because your strikers may have grabbed the headlines with this phenomenal season, the amount of goals you've scored. But young Reece Thompson, the save before the second goal and the hero in the shootout as well.
Yeah, unbelievable. I thought both goalkeepers are really good today, but Reece, fantastic. That one save he's made, low down, tipped it onto the post, and then for us to go up the other end and score, that's the thing that makes the difference between winning and losing a game. And when it comes down to penalties as well, the goalkeeper's always got a chance of being the hero. But, he only had the chance to be the hero by making that save in the first place. And, a fantastic goalkeeper, Reece, and, he showed it today.
Well, congratulations once again on a great season and the trophy.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, the boys have done the treble this year now with the National Five-a-side, the National on Monday and then today. So it's been a fantastic season. We've got to try and go again next year.
Wish you all the best. Congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.